Welcome back, students. So this is the continuation of Unit 1 Ad hoc and wireless sensor networks. So then the question number 21, the major difference between AODV and other on-demand routing protocol is that. So here first of all you should know the AODV and on-demand other on-demand routing protocols characteristics. So here it is listed for. It uses a destination sequence number to determine an up-to-date path to the destination. And node updates its path information only if the destination sequence number of the current packet received is greater than the last destination sequence number stored at the node. It uses a source identifier to determine an up-to-date path to the destination. So here the major difference between AODV and other on-demand routing protocol is choices A and B. So that is the major difference. So answer is the first two choices A and B. So that is correct. And a route request carries. Route request will carry. What it will carry? First is the source identifier, the destination identifier, the source sequence number and the destination sequence number, the broadcast identifier and the time to live field. So actually this question I have elaborated you so that you can able to understand what are all the field it carries actually. So all these 5 fields are carried by the route request. Okay, so you can easily remember these 5 things: source ID, destination ID, source sequence number, destination sequence number, and broadcast ID, and then time to live, TTL. Okay, and next question is question number 23, the route error messages to. First choice is inform their source node about the link break. Route error, this is about route error. Inform their end nodes about new link. Inform their end nodes about the link break. Inform their source node about the link. Actually the route error messages, what they are doing is they inform their end nodes about the link break. Okay, so that is the correct answer. It is not the source node, end node. So they inform the end nodes about the link break. And 24th question, which is not an advantage of AODV protocol. So here it is very simple to answer this question because you know very well about the advantage of protocol. So you can identify which is not an advantage. So the choices are, first thing, the main advantage of this protocol is that routes are established on demand. Okay, that is correct. Second is the destination sequence numbers are used to find the latest route to the destination. That is also correct. And choice C is the multiple route reply packets in response to a single route request packet. Multiple route reply packet in response to single route request packet. And fourth choice is the connection setup delay is less. So actually here the advantage, which is not an advantage, that is the question. So in the advantage of AODV you can find all the A, B and D choices. Okay, so the only only thing that is not found in AODV advantage is the multiple route reply packets. So that is not an advantage of AODV protocol. Okay, so the choice answer C is the correct one. Then disadvantage of AODV. So again you have to read the disadvantage of this particular protocol. So in AODV the periodic beaconing leads to unnecessary bandwidth consumption, and multiple route reply packets in response to a single route request packet can lead to heavy control overhead, and in intermediate nodes can lead to inconsistent routes if the source sequence number is very old and the intermediate nodes have a higher but not the latest destination sequence number. So here for your understanding I have given all the 4 choices as all the choices are the disadvantage of AODV. So the above mentioned points are all the disadvantage of AODV. And you can find one thing, the second choice, the multiple route reply packet in response to a single route request. See, the same choice was given for the 24th question, multiple route reply packet in response to single route request, because this is a disadvantage of AODV. Okay, so that was given in advantage. So we picked that as the answer for the previous question. So the disadvantage of AODV, all these 3 points. And 26th question, which is not an advantage of DSDV. So again this question comes to advantage, disadvantage of DSDV. So this is to identify not advantage. So first thing, the availability of routes to all destinations at all times implies that much less delay is involved in the route setup process. That is, the delay is much less. And second is, the mechanism of incremental update with sequence number tags makes the existing wired network protocol adaptable to ad hoc wireless networks. Okay. Then the third is, the updates are propagated throughout the network in order to maintain an up-to-date view of the network topology at all the nodes. And fourth one is, suffers from excessive control overhead. So this is the drawback of the DSDV. So among the 4 choices, the fourth one, suffering from excessive control overhead, that is a drawback of DSDV. So we have to pick that as our answer. That is, the question is not the advantage. So the disadvantage you have to find. Rest of the 3 choices, no, A, B, C, they are all the advantage of DSDV. Okay. And the next question, similar to the previous one, which is not a disadvantage. So you have to say that which is not a disadvantage of DSDV. In order to obtain information about a particular destination node, a node has to wait for table update message initiated by the same destination node. Because in DSDV that happens, table updation is necessary, and it suffers from excessive control overhead. Okay. And the third choice is, the mechanism of incremental update with sequence number tags makes the existing wired network protocol adaptable to ad hoc wireless networks. Okay. Fourth choice is, the delay could result in stale routing information at nodes. So here you should understand the question what they have asked is, this is not a disadvantage. That means you have to say the advantage of this DSDV network. You see, the choice A, so what it tells is, it tells that there is some delay, that is for obtaining information to a particular destination, for updating the table, it needs some time, and the DSDV suffers from excessive control overhead, that we already know as a disadvantage. So the choice A is a disadvantage, B is also a disadvantage of DSDV, and choice D, the delay, because of the delay while it takes for the updating the table, so the delay results in stale routing information at nodes. So all the 3 A, B and D are the disadvantages. Only the choice C is not a disadvantage. What it tells is, so because of the incremental update mechanism, this protocol is adaptable to ad hoc wireless networks. So that is the advantage of this DSDV. That is not a disadvantage. So that is the answer for this question. And 28th question is, ad hoc wireless network routing protocol categories based on the routing information update mechanism. So we know this is the very important category of routing protocols, that is by which mechanism the routing protocols are classified. So choices are, first one the proactive type, second one reactive type, and third one hybrid type, and fourth one routing protocol using past temporal information. So actually for your information I have given all these classes. So the answer is all A, B, C. These all these are the protocols, that is what they are meaning is the protocols based on routing information update mechanism, based on updating mechanism. So the protocols are working, So they are proactive type, reactive type and a hybrid routing protocol. And next question is the major challenge that a routing protocol designed for ad hoc wireless network faces. That is this is about the challenge of routing protocol. That's all. So, but the question is which is incorrect. So in the above mentioned choices, which is incorrect statement you have to say. So mobility, multicasting, error-prone shared broadcast channel, and hidden and exposed terminal problem. So we know the challenges of routing protocol already. So under these challenges, so the mobility, error-prone shared broadcast channel, and hidden exposed problems, all these are challenges that are routing protocol facing. The only multicasting, no, so choice B. So that is the nature of an ad hoc network. So that is an incorrect statement. And next is a routing protocol for ad hoc wireless networks should have the following characteristics. Ad hoc networks characteristics, routing protocol. So the which statement is incorrect? Again you have to say which statement is incorrect. So this is about the characteristics of a routing protocol. First one, it must be fully distributed as centralized routing involves high control overhead and hence it is not scalable. Second thing is it must not be adaptive to frequent topology changes. Third is the route computation and maintenance must involve a minimum number of nodes. And fourth one is it must be localized as global state maintenance involves a huge state propagation control overhead. So routing protocol characteristics, this is a routing protocol characteristics. Among that, the incorrect statement is it must not be adaptive to frequent topology changes. So actually it must be adaptable to frequent topology changes. That is the correct answer. So all the four choices are correct except B, because in B it must be adaptive. That statement must come. Instead of that, here you have got it must not be adaptive. So that is the answer for this question. Okay students, so we'll discuss about the remaining units and their MCQ questions in the next coming videos. Thank you. Thank you students.